Well, I'm excited about both of them. I think they are capable of making contributions immediately, and that's when, when you're recruiting, especially in this year when I'm returning 10 players and technically returning 4 starters, we're not going to sign people that we don't think, can contribute right away. We don't bring people in to sit on the bench, and I think, Bria and Chesney have that opportunity. Bria is very athletic, and extremely hard worker. Get up and down the floor, and that's what she likes to do. And defensively, I think she can defend anybody on the floor. And Chesney is going to be a good presence inside. Plus, she has the versatility, I think, to run our offense, and she's a good defensive player. And she is a transfer, so she has that experience of playing a year already. But on the upside of that, she also has 3 years left to play for us. So I think they're both great additions, and they're both great students also, and just great kids. And I think they're going to fit in really well with the returners. Well, every year it's equal opportunity. If you were a starter one year, doesn't mean you're going to be a starter the next year. So the returners and the new people have to earn their playing time. We had some great things happen. We had it was a fun team to be around and with great team chemistry. But that didn't really carry over onto the court into wins, and that's what we're going for. So, the new people know that. I think it is a tough situation usually when you have that many returners. But if they come in and get the job done, then they'll get the playing time that they deserve. So, those are the kind of kids that I want. I don't want kids to shy away from a challenge, and it is a little more challenging when you have that many returners. And but I talked about that with all these kids that we signed, and they think they're up for it, and those are the kind of kids we want. We didn't recruit kids that want to sit on the bench, so it'll be a battle, and that's only going to make us better.
From your standpoint, obviously going out and selling your program, obviously these girls, and you can talk to them about, hey, I've had freshmen play in the past, I've had them step on the floor. How is that kind of a selling tool for you, telling these girls, hey, you come in and make an impact on the practice floor, and you'll be able to start as a freshman?
Well, I do think that they can, look at the history and see that, and I think when they talk to the returners about that, I think they believe that. It's one thing for me to tell them that, but I think they can see it, and the returners tell them that. It's who's going to get the job done, and whether they're a freshman or whether they're a senior or whether they've been here 1 year or 4 years, and there is a lot of examples of that. And I have no problem with it being a freshman if they can get it done, or a transfer, or seniors. So it really is, and I think they do understand that, and that does make it easier, because that is a tough situation. We have so many returners, but they have confidence in their ability, and then that's also going to inspire the returners to work harder. So I think it's a win-win situation.
On that same vein, you kind of have to rely on the Ashley Jameses now. You got a coach on the sideline, but coach on the floor. How does people that are coming back really have to rely on them to push the MO even more? Well,
that is what our program is based on. Like I said, the incoming people have as much opportunity as returners, but in my mind, the returners are the ones that ought to get it done, and that's usually what happens. They do have the experience. They know exactly. They know what I'm expecting of them on and off the floor, and whether they get the playing time on the floor, they're still the leaders, and they're still setting the tone for the legacy of this program. But I think with Morgan and Ashley being our 2 seniors, they're extremely hard workers, and they're great examples of what we want our kids to be. Like I said, that doesn't have to do with on the floor. So I have I'm not worried about that. I think they'll set a good example, and as the whole team will. And we signed those kids early, and they've come and watched us play 3 or 4 times this year. Bria is a teammate of one of the kids we signed. Chesney is good friends already with most of the team. They played together on a summer team during the summer, so they're just going to fit in really easily, and it's just going to be a smooth transition. I think we got a good mix. The 2 of the kids we signed early are 1-2 combo guards, so they're guards, and then all the other kids are forward, with the versatility. We only lost 1 player, but it was a significant loss. Paige could do everything that we needed her to do, and it might take all 5 of these players to replace what she was capable of doing, because you don't go out and find a 6'2", whatever, I was going to say post player, and I guess she was a post player, but she could shoot, pass, and dribble, and as I've said, she's always been the best defender that we had. So, I mean, she is, I'm not going to go out and replace her with one person. And I feel like, with the girls that we signed, though, will be a good combination. And we needed some outside shooting. Obviously having Giselle get healthy and be back will help us with that right away. But, a couple of those early signees, I mean, that's what they got to come in and do. I mean, we can play great defense, and we're going to keep playing great defense, but, somebody's got to put the ball in the hole. And I guess that's what the challenge for the returners and the new players. The players that are capable of putting the ball in the hole, which is really, it's pretty simple. That's what we got to do, and it was such a struggle for us to do that this year, and that's, we got to get that done. So 5, 6, 7, 8 people that can figure that out and get it done, they're the ones that are going to play, and then we'll have a great year.